でしたね。sorry for the late seas. Unfortunately, Adi was struggling with her model. Demo, I am here. I am here. Did you know that there is an Adi in your area? Wow. Wow. I know, did you know that there's hot IDs in your area? Hot single IDs in your area and yeah, all that stuff. I know, I know. Oh my gosh, wait. I hear my eye. I know. I know. Welcome. Ari has an anecdote to share. Today my mama went to the Christmas market, as you do. And she brought me a candied apple from the Christmas market. Which I prefer chocolate apples over candied apples, actually, because candied apples, they're so hard to bite through. That outer shell is vicious. No, so I was like licking on it the entire time, like, come on, get just a little easier to bite through. I know. How about caramel apples? Oh, I love caramel apples, but I've only ever seen them in the US. They're not really common here. Yeah. Then I finally got into the apple. And apple, it was like covered in like red candy glaze. And after I was done eating it, I went to the bathroom to wash my hands because obviously my hands were red and sticky from the candied apple. And I looked in the mirror and I looked like the meme of that girl. Wait, what was it? It was like the meme of like the girl with like the chocolate all around her mouth. No. Wait, I have a picture of it somewhere. I hope this doesn't get me put on YouTube Kids, but okay, I probably shouldn't put on. I looked like I had red all over my face. No, and so I washed it off, and so only the red on my lips remained, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the perfect shade. Oh my goodness, this is the perfect shade. I don't know why, but the candied apple red suited my lips perfectly. And now I wanna go to the city tomorrow to try to see if I can find a lipstick in a similar color because it was insane how well it suited me. I was like, huh? Why does this look good? Proof? It. Wow, you sneaky. You want picture proof, huh? Then it looked incredible, so I think I'll have to eat more of the candied apple later, because obviously I didn't get to finish it all in one go. It was way too much. So I'll have some more later. And I need to. Funnily enough, I will need to take a picture of my lips because I need to find a lipstick that matches. But, あのね, also, yesterday, my cousin and my aunt arrived in Germany, and now they're staying with us. And it's so cute. I don't know. I don't know why, but something about my cousin is so cute. I'm like, oh hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to eat pizza? Do you want to do this? And she just looks at me like, yeah, you wanna do that, huh? Yeah, I know. So earlier she came up to me and she was like, "Heidi, are you going to the city tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am. Why? You wanna come?" And she was like, and I was like, "Yeah, you wanna come? Okay, you can come." I know. Also, Adi has another story to tell. Gosh, what day was that? What day was that? It might have been last week. I'm not sure. No, wait. When was that? When was that? Not sure. Demo. A little while ago, Adi went to a steak restaurant with her mama and her mama's friends. Because one of them was celebrating their boyfriend. Wait, no, sorry. Not celebrating their boyfriend. I just read the chat message at the same time. The chat message from Anima. Celebrating their birthday. Celebrating their birthday. I know. Celebrating their birthday. I know. I know. And so we went to the steak restaurant. And I had a salad. Because I'm not a big fan of steak. Demo, it was a salad with teriyaki sauce and steak. It was actually really good. I liked it a lot, so I'm thinking of taking my cousin there tomorrow, even though it was expensive. But I really like that salad. Yeah. あの、でも、wait. ありがとね。もう、Dayanma asking, are you still tormenting her with her boyfriend's picture? No. I gave away that ticket a few months ago because a few months ago my mama went to visit my aunt. And while she was packing her suitcase, I was like, here, look, take the picture of my cousin's baby. Cause you know, like the photo she had of her boyfriend, she had written like my baby on it with like permanent marker, and I was like, here, take her baby to her. I know. So I gave up my leverage in exchange for, you know, my mama being able to tease her with it during her trip. あのね。but you know, now that you mention it, I'll try to tease her again with it tomorrow. But if they broke up by now, then it'll be kind of awkward. Adi, you're truly the devil. You know. I think it's just my solemn duty. My solemn duty. You know, I never had a younger sibling, so I feel like I need to live vicariously here. I need to do sibling things, including teasing someone about their boyfriend. I don't know. My cunning nature. でもよ。fair ね。ね。ありがとね。ありがとう。Thank you, Six Mo. Learns to cook steaks perfectly. I don't like steak that much. Well, actually, surprisingly, after going to that steak restaurant and having the salad with the steak pieces in it, I'm much more partial to steak. It was really good. Ma, I want to have it again. It was good. So, you know, maybe I might warm up to steak in this lifetime yet. Ne. Oh, to be Idi's younger sibling and get teased all day. Wait, what are you smiling about while looking at your phone? Oh my god, do you have a girlfriend? What's her name? Oh my god, wait. Is it that girl from your class? Oh my god, look at you blushing! It totally is. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell her tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her. Oh, what? You don't want me to? Oh, you don't want me to, huh? What are you so embarrassed about? If it's not her, huh? I feel like I would have been a menace. I would have been a menace as a older sister, so maybe it's better that I wasn't. Ne. I know. On the other hand side, I feel like I would have been also quite how do you call it, quite insufferable as a younger sister too. I know. I think I think I would have done like hitting your own hand and then being like, ah, he hit me, mama, he hit me, oh. And that they always believed the younger siblings, so I would have, I know. I would have been a criminal mastermind, framing an older sibling for all manner of crimes. Yeah. でもね not even close to the worst younger sister. I mean, not like actually malicious, just to, I But alas, I am an only child. I have never had a sibling, so also, like an hour before my stream, my mama and my aunt, they were chilling in my mama's room and my cousin was also there. And I come in and I'm like, what are they doing? And they were like, oh haha, Adi has come to visit us. Hi Adi. And I'm like, what? And they're like, oh haha, did you hear us gossiping? And I'm like, what are you gossiping about? And they're like, oh haha, we're talking about boys. Oh, ah haha. Adi, you should be our personal therapist. Come here. And I was like, huh? And so I just sat down there while I was eating my pizza, and they kept ranting about stuff in Spanish, and I was like, what? And then my mama would go, oh, what is Adi thinking? What is Adi thinking? And then my cousin would look at me, and I'd make a face, and my cousin would say, oh, she's thinking, and then she'd like make the same face as me. I know. I have no idea. I have no idea about 80% of what they talked about. Because it was in very, very rapid Spanish. So, for me, I was just eating my pizza and it was Heidi, what did you think? I don't know. わかんないよ。わかんないよ。まあ、yeah, でも it was also weird, cause as you can tell from something I tweeted a while ago, my mama is currently very obsessed with the idea of grandchildren, which I don't think I'm that old yet. It's not like the, oh, your time is running, your womb is drying up kind of thing, I'm only 21, I've got time. I don't know why. She keeps like watching like cute baby videos on TikTok. And the worst part is they're like cute AI baby videos. So it's like like the baby from the Twilight movie. It's like babies that look like that, AI babies. And it's like it's like videos of like, oh, what if this celebrity and this celebrity had a baby? Or like, oh, what if someone who looked like this and someone who looked like that had a baby? I know. And so my mama is really obsessed with grandkids lately. And she oh my god. While talking to my aunt, my mama was talking to my aunt, my cousin suddenly pulls a weird face. And I'm like, I lean towards her and I'm like, hey, what are they talking about? Like in English, because my cousin speaks English. I know. And my cousin leans over to me and she goes, they're talking about how they want their grandchildren to look. And I was like, what? And my cousin was like, yeah, my mom says she wants a Asian grandchild with orange hair. And I'm like, does she know how genetics... I don't know. But they're making a wish list. They're making a wish list of what they want their grandchildren to look like. It's so weird. It is so weird. It reminds me of when I used to write fan fiction when I was younger. Like, oh, and she has purple eyes, and also she has like rainbow colored hair. That me at like 12 writing fan fiction is how my mama and my aunt think they can pick their future grandbabies. um, yeah, my future grandbaby, is gonna have green eyes, but also purple eyes, and also they're gonna have white hair, but not like old white hair. Um, and they're gonna have like they're gonna play the piano. Yeah, my grandchild is gonna play the piano. It's so strange. Ma, this is the kind of household that Ivy lives in. えっと、あ、いや、build a bear, but it's build a baby. Yeah, I guess so. They're building a D&D character sheet. あや、まだよ, it's what a weird time. What a weird time. I know, you inherited the fanfic creation from someone after all. Yeah, I guess I did. I know. I know. But yeah, then they start telling wild stories, and I was like, huh? What do you mean? One of the wild stories was like my aunt was telling, like, oh, your mother needed money to go to school, but her father did not want to give her any, so I broke into his house and I stole the money from his bag and I gave it to your mother. And then they were both like, ah ha ha ha. And I was like, what? What? What kind of lore am I unlocking here? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. 本当に, maybe I'm glad that I don't have that big of a family. Maybe it's a good thing, huh? でも crime confessions family time, I guess so. I mean, to be fair, that grandfather is long dead, so it's not like he can ask for his money back. I know. Oh my gosh. Or my mama talked about how so my mama's parents split when she was young. Like my mama's mama, my grandma, my grandma had children from like 4 different boyfriends and or husbands. So my aunt and my mama are actually only half siblings. And my mama was talking about how she was living with her father for a while. And he had married a new woman. And so my mama had gained step siblings. And so one day, like the stepsister was like, oh, hey, Adi Mama, you have to listen to me because I'm the older sister. And then, I was just sitting there listening to that story. And then my mama went, yeah. And then so I hit her across the face. And I was like, you're not my sister. And I was like, you what? And she was like, yeah, I hit her across the face. I slapped her across the face. And I was like, you're not my sister. I know. It's, certainly my mama had a more adventurous childhood than I did. 本当に, my mama had a convoluted childhood that I think you could write like several books about. I know. It's I every single year I learn more about my mama. Every single year I learn more about my mama. It's I don't know. I don't know. That's like manga protagonist background. I know my mama, I'm like piecing together her life, like piece by piece. And sometimes she'll just say something new, and I'm like, what? When did that happen? When did that happen? I know. It's like if you were watching like a really long anime, but like put the put the episodes on shuffle. So you're watching like episode 5 and then episode 250. I know. So what how I understand my mama's life from what I've been told and from what I remember, um my mama was born to my grandma who already had like I think about 8 children. So my mama was given to live with her grandma. And then her grandma passed away, and then she lived with her father, and then her father didn't want her anymore, so she lived with her uncle, and then her uncle got cancer, and my mama took care of the uncle while she was in school, and then the uncle died, and then she went to an aunt who treated her like a servant. My mama says she was treated like Cinderella by that aunt. Um and then at some point my mama got married at 19. And then she got divorced 2 years later at 21. Um and then she went to university. Uh and then she met my papa online some years later. I uh I I don't even think that's like everything, but online, yeah, they met online. My mama and my papa met online. Yeah. Because my papa wanted to visit where my mama was living, but he wanted like a local tour guide, and my mama was studying tourism at the time, at her university, and so she agreed to be his tour guide. And so. And so I think they stayed together for like 2 weeks during his vacation. Um, And then he was like, "Oh, come to me in Germany, come to me." And my mama's entire family was like, "No, don't do it. Do not go with that man. Do not go with that man. You're gonna come back to us dismembered in a suitcase. Do not do it." And my mama was like, "Well, I don't care. I'm taking the risk. I'm taking the risk. I'm going." And then she went to Germany with my papa. Yeah. ね it's it's a wild story too. It's a wild story. ね ね That is such a random encounter. I know, right? I know, right? And my mama keeps on telling me like, "Oh my gosh, be careful of people on the internet." I'm like, "Mama, you married a guy who you met on the internet and like followed him to his home country after like spending a week together." I don't think you have the room to talk here. You're like the number one example of what not to do in like a stranger danger situation. Wait, she followed him? No, like he invited her. Like he went back and he was like, "No, you should come here." And she like like she followed him to like the home country, to Germany. Um, Papa Eddie must have been a super handsome dude. I I know. My mama keeps telling me stories of my papa before I was born, and I'm like, oh my god, that does not sound like the papa I had. I know. I know. My papa was really tall. My papa was really tall. I'm a little sad that I did not get any of that height. My papa was like over 6 foot tall. I know, I know. I think in German like height measurements he was like 1,89 Meter, like really tall. Um, I know, and he had blue eyes. Blue eyes. Yeah. And my mama tells me like stories like, oh my gosh, you know, when your papa and I were dating, we went to a party and an American guy was hitting on me. And you know, I thought your papa was gonna freak out and punch him. But actually your papa just walked up and he was like, oh hey man, you like my girlfriend? Yeah, I think she's hot too. And I was like, what? What? Oh, interesting. Interesting lore drop about my papa. I know. um. Um. I know. Aura farming. Hontoni aura farming. Oh my god. I Modaya. It's you know that trend that was popular for a while where it was like, oh, me now, and it's showing like a nerdy person versus my parents when they were young, and it's showing like two super attractive people. I feel like that's kind of my family. Um and I don't know how my mama and my papa could produce an awkward thing like me. I don't know how it's possible. Like my mama is so pretty that she still gets hit on by like 30-year-old guys who think she's also like 30 or 20. I know. I know. And when I was just born and my mama kept walking around with my stroller, guys were also hitting on her cuz they thought she was my nanny. I know. You know, my mama is very well, for German terms, she's very exotic type. You know, she has like tan-ish skin and like, you know, like super wavy hair, like very exotic looking by German standards. Um I know, and I was the milkiest, whitest baby ever seen. I look exactly like my papa, or so I've been told. I look nothing like my mama. Um, I know. To the point that when I was younger, I even asked her, like, am I your daughter? Am I your daughter for real? And she was like, yeah, I would remember because I gave birth to you. I know. Demo. Demo. Yeah, so baby me and my mama looked nothing alike, so everyone kept thinking that she was my nanny. um, ねえねえ。あ、いや、でも、that is the that is the story. まだよ。I mean, I'm pretty sure you're really cute, Shirley. Yeah, well, I surely was a lot cuter as a baby, maybe. でも、the fact that I have very German features makes me very popular with my mama side of the family. Like every single time I've come to visit my mama's side of the family, or like they see me in a video call, I am so popular. You would not believe it. I'm like better than the invention of bread for them. They're like, oh my gosh, look at her. Look at her, German princess, pale skin princess. Wow, look at her. No. Anthony, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I guess it's because no one else in their family looks like me, huh? Yeah. I know. What's opinion on burger? I like burger. I like a burger. Do you have any resembling features from Papa ID? Well, Papa ID was also as pale as me. He was also pale like a pale like a ghost. Aside from that, honestly, my facial features just resemble my father's line of the family a lot. A lot. I also look very similar to my grandma when she was young. Hi. Hi. I know. Talking about burger, did you eat? Yes. I shared a pimsa with my cousin. We had a pimsa. And then she dropped the piece on the floor. I know. And then she dropped the piece on the floor, and so my dog also had pimsa. Arigato ne. Wow, thank you, Sexeto. Speaking of looks, I finally unlocked HDR on my monitor. HD resolution on my monitor. I'm watching Ari for the first time in HDR. Ari looks fantastic. Oh, wait. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, you think I look good? Alright, leaves, Ma. No, that is not what I meant to do. I know. This is what I meant to do. Do you look good, huh? Do I look good, really? Aya. You're telling the truth, right? You're not lying, right? Ma. And not HD resolution, but high dynamic range. Oh. Oh, I did not know what it stands for. Oops. Oopsie. Nemo. Oh. Let's bring everyone back. Bring it back now, y'all. Oh, wait, it's too warm. I need to turn my heater down. Arigato. Oh. Atsui. I know. Also, arigato ne. Thank you, Sitsun. Fun fact, while my parents were visiting Germany, before kids, one of them told me that one of them was, hitting on my mom, and my dad got super jealous and looked like he was gonna punch him in the face, and apparently all the girls there got upset because their boyfriends don't get protective of them like that. Yeah, no. I don't know. My mama says like, oh my gosh, you know, like where I'm from, like, no. People like if a guy gets jealous, he'll just punch another guy. But your papa, he was so cool. I don't know. I just think that Germans don't really care enough. You know, we're not the types to be like, oh, what? You looked at a person I like? Oh, all right. I guess I gotta give you a knuckle sandwich now. Let's go. You and me, buddy. I know. Ne. Nemo. Oh, right. I was supposed to watch German memes. Oh gosh. Sorry, guys. I got distracted while talking about my family. Oopsie. Can I get a knuckle sandwich for Ari? Alright. You wanna eat your knuckle sandwich? Okay. Open wide, say ah. That's right, tasty, huh? You want some more? Say ah. Wow, good job! You ate them so well, Ma. Aya. I thought I was rapidly punching my microphone. Nemo. I know. Let's get started on the memes, shall we? So we watch at least a little bit of memes, right?
Deutsche Memes, die nicht vergessen werden dürfen.
German memes? I think he means that's a no. I think I mean German memes. Arigato ne. Thank you, Sitsun, Ma. Let's start. Was the sound okay? Was the sound okay?
Deutsche Memes, die nicht vergessen werden dürfen.
Okay, maybe a little bit more. Oh.
Alter, hat mich von 1,50 Meter hohen Kante runtergeschmissen.
1,50 Meter.
Also erzähl mir nichts von Zahnschmerzen. Geisterfahrer!
So, jetzt muss ich dich unterbrechen.
I feel
Das
like-
Kinderzimmer. Hast du auch
I
mal
feel
die
like-
Größe gesehen? Hast die Menge an Spielzeug gesehen, alles?
Du, aber ich hab mir auch den-
Halt, stopp! Jetzt reicht es!
Hallo, Black.
Nein, jetzt red ich. Das Kinderzimmer ist sauber.
I know. I feel like 50% of German memes are just people yelling. 50% are just people yelling. Wait a minute. I'm not late for once. You're not late. I know. You're not late. I just kept speaking for a long time about my family. Geisterfahrer mo. Arigato ne. Thank you, Narsib. Why are we watching German memes? I thought this was a Zatsu stream. I'm sorry to disappoint you. When Adi speaks German, she's very peaceful. I don't know. I think I'm just a peaceful person. I haven't had a time. I haven't had a time where I wasn't peaceful. I haven't had a time where I really lost it screaming. Usually when I get too upset, I just start crying. I'm not the screaming kind of person. Nemo. Alright, to explain the memes we just watched.
Deutsche Memes, die nicht vergessen werden dürfen.
I know.
Alter, hat mich von 1,50 Meter hohen Kante runtergeschmissen. Und da hat gelacht, als ich geheult hab. Also erzähl mir nichts von Zahnschmerzen.
So this is a meme from a show where this kid just got scolded for pushing another kid, and he's like, well, did that guy, he pushed me down a 1.50 meter high ledge, and then he laughed at me while I was crying, so don't tell me that he's hurt, 'cause he hurt me. And then he runs off. So that's the meme, and people think it's funny because he's yelling, and also he's got that quite rough voice for a kid.
Geisterfahrer!
And this meme he's just saying Geisterfahrer, which Geisterfahrer is if someone's driving on the wrong side of the road. So he's yelling at the woman for driving on the wrong side of the road, and she gets so startled that she just falls over with her bike.
So, jetzt muss ich dich unterbrechen. Das Kinderzimmer. Hast du auch mal die Größe gesehen? Hast die Menge an Spielzeug gesehen, alles?
Du, aber ich hab mir auch den...
Halt, stopp! Jetzt reicht es!
Hallo, Black.
Nein, jetzt red ich. Das Kinderzimmer ist sauber.
I know. So this clip is from a German show that's basically wife swap. It's basically wife swap, Frauentausch. It's considered like trash TV, and they're just arguing, she's saying oh my god, the children's room is not clean, and he's like, well, have you seen the size of it? And she's like, well, but it's, and he's like, no, stop, now I'm talking. And he became his name is Andreas. He became kind of famous because he just keeps yelling. I know. Sarigatane, I think you scared American. Wait, this is a German meme reaction stream? I thought this was a Zatsu stream. Also, is it me, or do those people sound quite violent for some reason? No, they're just German. They're just German. I don't know.
Ich habe mich von meinem 12-jährigen Sohn entfernt, keiner kümmert sich drum. Ah, da ist er, super.
I think this one is pretty funny. I know the guy was at a protest and they arrested him for something, and I know, so he got arrested, right? And the police are dragging him away. And he's like, they separated me from my 12-year-old son, and no one cares. And then the son is like, hi dad, and he's like, oh, there he is. I don't know. So That's pretty funny because he's kicking up the whole fuss like, oh my god, they took me away from my son. They took me away. No one cares. And oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
Was haben Sie denn da unten in Ihrem Stutzen drin?
Zigaretten.
Bitte?
Zigaretten.
Jetzt erstmal eine durchziehen?
Nein.
So this is a German soccer player, who he is generally a pretty popular meme. He was also known by various nicknames, including the Kicker, cause he liked to kick people while playing soccer. Walter Frosch, yes, I know. And so this is an interview, and he's like, "Oh, what do you have in your sock?" And he's like, "Oh, cigarettes." What? Cigarettes? Oh, are you gonna smoke now? Later. Later. Ja. Er hat immer fair versucht zu spielen. Soccer, I thought it was football over there, but yeah, but you know, 50% of my audience is American, so you know, I gotta adapt, overcome. Also, thank you! Arigato ne! Thank you, CR! Ari, can you do me a solid and tell a grandma story another day? Sounding with a grandma voice? Wait, with me, tentative sounding with a grandma voice, and perhaps that as a goal for your birthday, I'd like a cosplay photo post. Thank you in advance, my cuteness queen. I don't quite understand the grandma story part. Do you want me to tell the story in a grandma voice? In a grandma voice? I know, I don't think my grandma voice is very polished, but I could give it a try.
Ich hab gar nichts gemacht. Gar nichts. Ich hab nur eine Bier getrunken. Eine Bier.
I know. This one is a guy, I think he got arrested or something, and he was like, I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. I just had one beer. One beer. He did nothing, guys. He did nothing. He just had a beer. Just a beer. How can they fault him for that? How can they fault him for having just a beer? Just a beer. He did nothing wrong, just one.
Michel und ich bin Sven und wir zeigen euch heute unseren ultimativen Trick.
This one went really viral in like the early days of the interview. They were invited on like TV shows and everything. And later turned out that it was a fake. So, you know, it was just like it was just a film person's like filming project. And you know, they tried to replicate the fame using similar videos in the future. Like they made videos where they were like jumping over a car and stuff like that. Yeah. It was staged, yeah. Nee.
Was?
Fahr weiter!
I like that you can hear the guy in the car laughing as he drives off. I don't know. There's no context for this one. He's just walking past this person filming them, and they're like, "Keep driving! Keep driving! Ah!" And he just laughs while he keeps driving. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there is a context. I know. Have you heard of Drachenlord? Yeah, I know about the Drachenlord. Yeah. Ja.
Da kommen schon wieder private Nummern hier rein.
Ich habe gesagt, sie sollen es nicht machen.
Ja, wem hast du es?
Den.
Wem dem?
Hört auf anzurufen. Mein Vater ist sauer. Hört auf.
Komm, mach das alles sofort auf!
Oh, Tony, this is what it feels like to be a streamer sometimes. I know the little kid was streaming and apparently he gave his phone number to the stream, or maybe he accidentally leaked it somehow. And so they kept getting calls from like people who had watched the stream. And then the father comes in and he's like, "Who are those people calling on my phone?" And the kid is like, "I told them not to. I told them not to call you." And the father is like, "Oh, who are these people? Turn this off. Turn this off right now." I know. I know. And this is why children should not be allowed to live stream. Poor kid. Poor kid. Ma.
Die beste deutsche Mountainbikerin ist heute Abend bei uns. Es ist Regina Stiefel. Herzlich willkommen.
Was that Günther Jauch? I think that might have been young Günther Jauch. He just announces a guest for a TV show and he's like, "Oh, this is the best German mountain biker lady. Welcome." And then she drives in and, you know, she falls. She falls. Best German mountain biker. Oh my god, Günther Jauch. I saw him once. It was a great day. It was a great day. I know. I saw him once at a sports stadium in Berlin. In Berlin. He was filming something there while my class was on a class trip there. And everyone ran up to him and was like, "Günther Jauch, we want a picture." I know. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm too cool. I'm too cool to take a picture with him." But my classmates got a picture with him. I know. I should have gotten a picture with him. I should have got one, because I think my grandma would have very much liked it, but... I should have got an autograph. I could have sold it. I could have sold it. Like 50 years after his death, I could have sold it. I don't know. Then I didn't. Then I did not.
Lügen darf man nicht sagen. Lügen darf man sagen. Aber Lügen darf man nicht machen.
You know, it's just the two children and the younger one's like, "Lies, you can't tell lies." And the older one is like, "No, you can tell lies." And he's like, "No! No!" And I don't know. I don't know. The majority of German meme humor is just people screaming.
Meine Mutter ist auch nicht mehr da und jetzt mein Dad ist so krank. Ich kann gar nicht beschreiben, was ich alles fühle. Das glaube ich dir gerne. So Leute, Forza ist fertig runtergeladen.
Oh, speaking of the Drachenlord, okay, let me let me start you off with some context. The Drachenlord is a German streamer. He's very infamous because people just like to bully him basically. Like he made the mistake of like posting his address and being like, "Haters, come fight me." And so like obviously like a ton of people like drove to his house just to troll him. No. And then he got in trouble with his local like town cuz like and his neighbors cuz so many people came there just to bother him. And so in this particular clip, he's like reading out a message from of a viewer, which is like, "Oh, you know, like my mother died not long ago, and you know my father will follow soon. I just don't know what to do." And then after reading the message, he goes like, "Oh yeah, God, sorry to hear that. Anyway, guys, you know my game just finished installing. Let's go play it." I know. It's, you know, it's kind of like that voice critical clip of like, "Oh, what? Oh, the children's orphanage just burned down. Oh, jinkies. Oh, what? They're taking hostages? Oh, jeepers." You know, kind of like that one. It's the German equivalent.
Haben wir noch Peps dabei?
To be fair, I don't know what a Peps is. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it might be tsukari, but I don't know what it is. I do not know. I don't know about this one. It was only like a second long too, so I've never seen this one before.
Meine Chicken Nuggets verbrennen!
I know. Okay, I do like this one. He's just streaming. He's like, "No, my chicken nuggets are in the oven." Oh yeah.
Hast du ein Problem? Geh weiter. Noch ein Problem.
I know the guy probably drunk just comes up to him and the security guy is like, "Do you have a problem, huh? Do you have a problem? Oh, keep walking." But, you know, instead of letting him keep walking, he just punches him out cold. He was like, "Yeah, that's right. Do you have a problem now? Do you have a problem now?" I don't know. I think people think it's funny because of how that guy just goes out like a light. But I think it's more funny that the guy is like, "Keep walking," and then he just like punches him into the next century. Like, that's not really helpful for that guy to keep walking. I don't think it's easier for him to walk after that.
Wir haben uns jeder noch ein Bier gegönnt vorhin in der Bahn. Das hat die ganze Zeit übelst reingehauen.
Michi! Ist nichts kaputt. Aber ich hab's auf Video. I know I had this on past videos, but he's obviously carrying a pack of beer. And then he falls over, slides down the railing, and he's like, "Michi," and he's like, "Oh, nothing's broken, but I got it on video." I know. I mean, it was impressive, though. It was impressive. Honestly, I think the beer saved him. I think without the beer, he would have just like fully fallen over, but the beer was like a good counterweight. So both he and the beer made it out unscathed. The Germans were very serious about our beer, as evident by the guy I saw on a train once who had like 10 beers, like both in his hand and stuffed in his pockets. Like, I cannot describe to you how jealous I was. Women's clothing, we don't really have pockets. Like, we just get either very small pockets or no pockets, because they want to sell more women's handbags, but men, they can put like entire bottles in their pockets. And so I was sitting there on this train watching this guy, and he had like 3 bottles of beer in one jacket pocket. And I was like, oh. Ano ne. 10 beers, Saka Reiseproviant. Speaking of beer, what's the best German beer in Idia's opinion? I will not touch that question with a 10-foot pole. If I say the wrong one, I'm gonna get chased out of my town. If I say the wrong one, I'm gonna get my passport revoked. I know they're gonna revoke my citizenship. They're gonna be like, "No, we'll retroactively have made it so you were born in a different country." I'm not touching it. I'm not touching that. Yeah, but I can tell you about my favorite beer glass. That is also a hot topic. But it's not, you know, it's not as controversial. I know. My favorite beer glass, you know, I have to go with the Maßkrug. There is no greater sport than like trying to balance 10 of them. It's great. I just like the Maßkrug. Yeah. でも everything ID talks about is a hot topic. Hot stuff.
Ich kann dem Angreifer deutlich zeigen, deutlich artikulieren, was ich will. Ich zeig's ihm mal. Oder ich kann Zeugen auffordern, mir zu helfen. Bitte helfen Sie mir, ich bin in Gefahr. Bitte helfen Sie mir.
This was an interview. This was an interview with a with a police officer on like German national television. He's going like, oh, you know, I can clearly tell the attackers what's going on. You know, I can tell them stop, or I can turn to look at witnesses and go, oh, please help me, please help me. And I don't know. It's so goofy. If I was trying to attack that guy and he like turned his head away from the attacker to go like, oh, please help me, to bystanders. I don't know. I think that's just too goofy. It's just too goofy.
Ja?
Was ist nicht ganz genau? Hallo.
Hallo, na?
Na, was machen Sie?
Was machen Sachen? I know. It's I'm trying to find a way to translate it, but you know, this obviously is street interview, and she's trying to ask what's going on. But like she phrases it in a way like she shortens the sentence. It's essentially like she went up to the microphone and she went, "What doing? What doing?" I know, so you know, was machen Sachen, the abbreviation she used became pretty popular. Like,
Nerv nicht! Schrei nicht so. Fresse! Scheiß diese Schweine. Piss dich, Alter!
this is from a reality TV show, trash reality TV show, about troubled teenagers, and you know, the teen who's like sitting at the table, he's like, shut up, and she's like, well, you don't have to scream like that, and he's like, shut your mouth. Oh, well, I mean, that's very rude. I don't know. Honestly, if my future children ever acted like that, I'd would unlock the genetic skill of throwing chancla. I would unlock in the genetic skill tree the genetic trait of chancla sniping. All traces of my German blood would be gone in that moment. I don't know. So yeah. I would teach them the ancestral fear that I have of my mama's shoes. I would teach them. Ne. La chancla. Ne.
Also gerade eben haben uns irgendwelche Spasten eine fucking Cola übergeleert, uns versucht zusammenzukloppen. Mich mit einer Glasflasche beworfen.
I know this is just three girls being like, oh my god, just now some people, they came up to us and they poured a cola over us and one of them tried to throw a glass bottle at me. I think it just went viral because of like the weird tone that the girl was talking it. Like, you know, she wasn't like, yeah, you know, someone dumped a Coke over me. She was like, someone dumped a Coke over me, and they tried to hit us, and also they threw a glass bottle at us. You know, it's a very weird tone.
Ich hab ihm nichts getan. Mein Gott, nochmal, warum? Zugeschlagen.
I like seeing clips of like old people going viral, because chances are they don't even know that they're famous like that. I don't. As for what he was saying, he was like going, why? I did nothing to him, why? And but I don't know why why those words made him want to start planking and or twerking on those stairs. You know, he's just going, why? I did nothing to him. While he's laying down too. Oh, なるほどね. Okay. we know the context now. Apparently someone peed at the corner that he was leaning towards. Someone peed there. And he's going like, "Oh no, why did they do that? Why? I did nothing to them." And then he gets on the floor next to the pee. Why does he? Why? Why?
Lösung bitte? Ja, hab ich. Hab ich, so. Ist es leider nicht, aber gute Antwort. 3, 2, 6, wenigstens hab ich ein H. Wenigstens hat der Anrufer das richtig gemacht. Ich hab hier die Lösung auf dem Zettel stehen, da können Sie mich... Hab ich!
Er hat zugeschlagen, Lösung bitte. Okay, Habicht ist es leider nicht, aber wenigstens hat Habicht ein Haar. Wenigstens hat Habicht ein Haar. Ja, also ich hab's hier auf dem Zettel, aber... Habicht! Ja, sag mal, ich bin noch genauso blöd. Genauso blöd bin ich. Habicht! Also... Ich muss gleich in die Klapse. Ah, ja. Great video. The entire thing, like, the long version of this, like, 9 minutes long. There's also a version on YouTube that's, like, 2 minutes long. But important context is, like, a show where you call and, like, you have to guess, like, an animal that contains the letter H one time. And so, like, these shows are, like, famous for being rigged. Like, they have, like, the most nonsensical answers and, like, obscure animals that no one even knows. And, like, you know, they're trying to, like, bait people into calling and wasting money on the calls. Because, like, they'll put an easy answer on the board. And then all the other answers are, like, super difficult. And so people like to, like, call in to troll him instead. So they just said, like, the most random stuff or, like, things that just didn't match the criteria. And he was so annoyed at getting, like, trolled by these people that he was so glad that someone finally called in, like, a real answer. And then he was like, wait, that does not have one H. That word has 2 H. And then he started losing his mind.
Entschuldigung. Sie Wichser.
No. This one, a guy was getting his apartment raided. And in Germany, insulting an officer is a crime. It's called Beamtenbeleidigung. So, you know, they were going out of his apartment, and he starts hurling an insult at them, like, "Oh, you dumbass!" And then, you know, all the officers turned around and were like, "What did you just say?" And he was like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Dumbass." And then, you know, they came back in. I don't know. Because, you know, in Germany we have, like, informal address, which would be, like, du, and we have, like, formal address, which would be sie. I know, so, you know, he just adjusted. No such thing as Beamtenbeleidigung. Really? Really? Wasn't that a thing? Isn't it? No, it exists. It exists. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, well, it's technically a bit different. Because for normal Beleidigung, you have to, like, the victim has to, well, victim, quote unquote, has to sue. But for Beamtenbeleidigung, which, you know, legally it's the same, but the special thing is that the superior of the Beamta can also sue. So I guess it's a little different.
Das ist der Stromkasten, mit dem wir mal Probleme haben, wenn Sie sich den mal angucken könnten.
Ja, gern, aber warum liegt hier überhaupt Strom?
I know this is a scene from a German spicy video, and 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 the girl's like, yeah, so like here's like the appliance we've been having trouble with. And the guy's like, yeah, but why is there straw here? And like in the extended clip, the girl also goes, yeah, why are you wearing a mask? And he goes like, oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Lamborghini! 200.000 Euro in 6 Monaten.
This is like one of those. This is like one of those, you know, like one of those, like trading bro videos. Like, oh my gosh, if you follow my trading advice, if you buy my trading course, and you know, he's like making this video like, oh, if you follow my trading course in 6 months, you'd get $200,000 and a Lamborghini. Rrr. You know, like the sound of the Lamborghini engine. Yeah, and they have like their little WhatsApp or like Telegram groups where they're like giving like quote unquote like trading advice. And they're like, oh, come join my group, come join my group. Yeah.
Du wohl klauen? Komm, komm. Alarm! Alarm!
I know this is also a scene from a German spicy video. Wait, how do you say Lamborghini again? What's with the Lamborghini? What's with the Lamborghini? Nemo. It's a German spicy movie. And he catches that girl trying on a wait, how do you call them? How do you call them? A fireman. He catches them in like wearing the fireman uniform. Firefighter, that's the word, firefighter. Fireman. A firefighter uniform. No, and he's like, oh, you were trying to steal that. And she's like, no, I just wanted to try it on. And he drags her to the other room and he's like, alarm. To like call over the other firefighters.
Entschuldigen Sie, ich habe in meinem Leben mindestens schon über 10.000 Mal geschissen. Und wie viel waren es bei Ihnen?
Yeah. Harassment of elderly people. I know, he goes up to the elderly guy and he's like, oh, in my lifetime I think I went to the bathroom like at least 10,000 times. And the old guy is just like, and he keeps trying to do his stuff, and he just keeps standing there and is like, how about you? Yeah, elderly people harassment. Elderly people harassment. Hast
du irgendeine Ahnung, von wem dieser Zettel sein könnte? Ja, aber ich finde sie nicht. Bist du die Nummer 15?
I know. I don't even know half of what he said, but it's apparently like a dance event, and he was like, the interviewer is like, oh, someone sent you a love letter. Do you know who it is? And the guy's like, no, but I have an idea. And then he goes up to the girl and he's like, are you the girl who sent this letter? I know.
Ja.
Wait.
Bist du die Nummer 15? Ja.
I had to rewind because I struggled to see if the cow fell over too or just him. Yeah, but I mean, you know, you saw what happened. Cow kicked him over and he was like, stop it! I it's wow. Yeah, that is what happened there. That is what happened there. いやでもちょっと待ってねよ。ちょっと待ってよ。Oh wait, I can't. あ、やべ。やべ。ちょっと待って。 Adi's gotta do what must be done. Money. Oh wait, I hear myself. Ah. I don't want to hear myself. That's weird. That's weird. What is Adi doing? Adi's delivering justice. But my YouTube chat is not loading, so 大丈夫かな?
Ich weiß, du willst mir in die Fresse hauen. Aber du kannst nicht.
He's just going, I know you want to hit my face, but you can't. I know you want to hit me, but you can't. Oh no, I don't know the context for this one. I do not know. I do not know it. Demo. It's, わかんないよ. わかんないよ. I don't know what the context is.
Willst du nichts trinken, Max, oder was?
Ja, eine Cola Zero würde ich auch nehmen.
Ich habe keine Cola Zero.
Was ist das denn?
Cola.
Cola?
I don't think that one's that funny. It's just a pair of German streamers. And one of them goes like, "Oh, what? Do you want to drink something?" And he's like, yeah, I'd take a Cola Zero. And the other guy's like, oh, I don't have any. And the guy is like, oh, what do you have on, like, right there then? And he's like, oh, that's just a cola. Not zero. Not zero. Cola.
Definitiv nein.
Oh.
Du bist ein
He just stuttered while giving an answer. I don't think it's that funny.
Arschloch, ey, du hast mich immer an den Eiern, ey. Der hat mich immer an den Eiern, ey. Ich habe aber nur noch ein...
What? Wait, either this clip cut off at a very weird part, or... Wait, someone confirm. Someone confirm. Did the clip cut off at a weird time, or did he just say what I think he did? I know. Kinda, I don't... Okay. I just started laughing because of where it cut off. I know. He was complaining about someone like, oh my god, that guy, he is always, grabbing my, tennis balls. You know, that guy is always like, oh, so annoying. You know, speaking of tennis balls, I only have one, and then it cuts off, and I'm like, what? 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 I don't even know the context of that interview.
Wenn die Reizgasanlage mit ihrem eigenen Bewegungsmelder eine Bewegung erkennt, erst da wird Gas freigesetzt und vertreibt natürlich oder zwingt den Täter zum Rückzug. Und jetzt kann ich hier auch einen Alarm simulieren und Sie werden hören, wie die akustische Warnung klingt.
Verlassen Sie sofort den gesicherten Bereich, sonst wird Gas frei.
Von dem hier.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They built this. They built a security device. That. It's supposed to prevent break-ins by releasing, I think that was a fire extinguisher inside, like releasing like fire extinguisher gas. I know, and he was like, oh yeah, and you know, there's gonna be alarm when someone breaks in, and it's gonna say like, oh, leave now or there will be the gas. I know it's a tear gas. Oh my gosh, I know, and it sounds very menacing. It's also a very weird contraption to release tear gas on someone who tried to break into your house. I know. It's just generally a weird thing.
Von Schweppes, und zwar Ginger Allee.
Ah, Ginger Allee. Yeah, ginger ale is also my favorite drink. I love ginger ale.
Hast du hier die Cola? Ach, nee, ich kriege. Was ist denn jetzt schon wieder? Leck mich doch am Zuckerli. Was steht da drauf? Leid. Und was solltest du mitbringen? Ohne Zucker. Zero.
I know. Oh wait. Speaking of fire extinguisher, do you know the clip of the opera singer scaring away an intruder? Yeah. Du böser Wicht, verschwinde hier. I know. The guy brings the lady the bottle of cola zero, cola light. And she's like, oh no, lick my zuckerli, oh no. And he's like, what's wrong now? And she's like, well, what do you see here? And he's like, cola light. And what did I ask for? Cola without sugar? And she's like, no, I asked for zero. Cola zero. Zero. She wanted zero.
Zero. Weißt du was?
I know, sorry. I thought the clip was over, but when I started playing it again, I felt like she was critiquing my pronunciation. Entschuldigung. Zero. Ich kann das nicht so rollen. Ich kann's nicht. Zero. Cause, you know, I was drilled from childhood to only be able to say the r, you know, like the Spanish r. So now I can't do the zero. It's too German of a sound. I cannot do it anymore. My mama drilled it out of me. I can only do zero, rueda, carro, perro. I can't do it. Yeah, bye. No, not there. It's somewhere in between. Hi guys, welcome to my German meme stream. Let's watch German memes. Yeah.
Ich habe bis jetzt schon so circa 50 Big Tasties insgesamt gegessen. Und immer waren sie warm und lecker. Und heute habe ich den ersten Big Tasty gehabt. Der Käse war schon außen an der Verpackung festgeschmolzen. Das heißt, das Teil liegt da hinten schon 20 Minuten. Und der Big Tasty hat nichts mehr mit einem Big Tasty zu tun gehabt.
The child is going like, I've had 50 big tasties over my lifetime, and they were always warm and tasty, but today the big tasty, it was old. It's been laying there for at least 20 minutes. The cheese was stuck to the packaging. This is not a big tasty anymore. Anone.
Das Einzige, was mich in dieser Geschichte so ein bisschen
Carsten.
gewundert, das ist, warum hier nur... Carsten!
Was ist denn mit Carsten los?
Was ist denn mit Carsten los? Ah ja. Well, there's a backstory here. There's a backstory. I'm trying to remember it. But... I know. Wakanayo. This was really popular when it went viral. Literally all the kids in school were saying it. Everyone was saying, was ist denn mit Carsten los? Was ist denn mit Carsten los? I know. It even went to a point that like a teacher like emailed this guy to ask what was up with him, just so she could give like an answer to her students. ね。 Demo. Yeah, he had some kind of illness that made him act this way. わかんないよ. But yeah, this clip went なんで? Oh wait, am I getting mixed up? No, I think that was it. He had some kind of like cognitive thing. This is about the story from the Big Tasty Kid. It's just sad that his legacy is being made fun of for looking fat in the Big Tasty clip. I know. I didn't think it was funny because he's fat. I just think it's funny because he's a connoisseur on Big Tasty. Yeah, and I thank you very much for giving the context. Yeah. Now, I don't know what was with Carsten. I don't know what the context was for this, but I think he had like a cognitive thing. Wait, I have to Google this now. Was war mit Carsten? I typed in was war mit I know. I know. I typed in okay. わかった。Okay, so Carsten is a similar story. No, he was diabetic. And at the time he didn't have enough sugar in his blood, so that caused weird behavior. Nee.
Ich hab euch gesehen, ihr seid so glücklich von diesem Projekt, aber nee, da muss mein blöder Vater kommen und sagen nein. Sorry, Leute. Ich will einfach nur sorry sagen. Leider kein GTA. Ich will gern. Aber dann ist mein Vater gekommen, hat alles gelöscht.
Oh nein, Junge, was? Der hat alles gelöscht? Oh nein. It's just the little guy apologizing to his audience. And he's like, hey guys, I know you were really excited for the project. I would like to have done it, but my papa said no. And I just wanted to say sorry. Cause I wanted to do it, but there's no GTA. My papa said no and then he deleted it. Aw, he deleted it, no.
Bah, das ist sowas von widerlich.
Sechs dich! Es wird Suppe gegessen!
Ja.
Ey, ich hab gesagt setzen! Es wird Suppe gegessen!
Oh yeah, this is again from one of those weird trash TV shows. And the woman is like, oh, this is gross, ha ha ha. And then she stands up and walks towards the window. And the elder woman is like, no, sit down, now is soup eating time. And I think in the extended clip, she like tried to throw the soup out the window because she was like, no, it's gross. Yeah. So this is why there's no GTA 6, is that deleted it. No! Adi, are you a lightweight? Yes, I am very lightweight. I am, oh gosh, no, it's not. You know, it takes a while for it to kick in, and I'm like, I don't feel anything, and then the next moment I'm like, oh mein Gott, mir geht's nicht gut.
Oh, so liegt jetzt die Katze ausgegangen, Willi.
Kawaii. Oh my gosh, so cute. I know. For reference, in Germany we have a celebration. It's called St. Martin's Day. It's a Christian holiday about a saint who was very generous, and he came upon a beggar on a cold night, and the beggar was like, oh, can you spare me like some food or some drink or some warm and the saint, like, he took his cloak and he cut it in half and gave it to the beggar, and he took his bread and he cut it in half and he gave it to the beggar, and then he cut the beggar in half. No, that part did not happen. Yeah, I know. I know. So since then, it's on the 11th of November. It's a celebration. And we celebrate this day by walking around with lanterns, with those like little lanterns on a stick. I know, and like the children do it. And so while walking, they sing a little song, which is like Ich gehe mit meiner Laterne und meine Laterne mit mir. Dort oben leuchten die Sterne, hier unten leuchten wir. Das Licht ist aus, wir gehen nach Haus, rabimmel, rabammel, rabum. Das Licht ist aus, wir gehen nach Haus, rabimmel, rabammel, rabum. I know this poor guy his candle went out and he leaned over to check and then he fell into it. Cause no, his little I don't know, children, their noggins are too big. He had too big for he got damn feet, His noggin just too big, so when he leaned over to check he just fell over. Yeah. Adi, did you believe in Krampus? No, actually. Adi was raised on the Christian belief of Christmas. Especially when I was still growing up. Now less so, but when I was still growing up, Christmas was very much still a Christian thing. Like, it wasn't even about like Santa Claus. Like we didn't have Santa Claus. Santa Claus, I got to know Santa Claus through like Coca-Cola ads or like TV shows. But for us it was very much the Christian idea. Like my grandma used to tell me when I was growing up, like, oh, Jesus is gonna give you a present. it was das Christkind. It was Jesus. Yeah, I know. So you didn't get your presents from Santa, you got your presents from Jesus. Yeah. Not Father Christmas, no, das Christkind. Jesus. I know ne. Yeah, I think a lot of German Christmas traditions are a lot more connected to Christianity. Cause then who ate the cookies? We don't actually do the thing with the cookies and the milk. We don't do that. That's a pretty American thing. Demo. Yeah, we also like celebrate like Saint Nicholas Day. Yeah. Isn't it supposed to be Saint Nick in the Christian tradition? Well, no, it's different. Because Saint Nick has his own day. Saint Nicholas Day is on the 6th of December. And you also get presents on that day. Yeah. We're back to German memes being funny just because people are yelling. I know. He's just streaming Jägermeister, which is like a German alcohol. Did you watch Weihnachtsmann und Kokage? I did. Weihnachtsmann. Weihnachtsmann. Nee. Yeah. It's yeah. There's a lot of German Christmas shows. I don't know which ones are popular with children today, but when I was young it was Weihnachtsmann und Kokage. And also Boy Ptolomeus, but I didn't like Boy Ptolomeus. Yeah. Boy Ptolomeus was like about a sentient sack belonging to the Santa. I never watched it. Ja, I know ne.
Waschechten Isländer bestellt. Henry Henryson, Bruder von Jürgen Hurenson.
Hey, wo bleibt das Essen, Mensch?
Hier ist die Suppe.
Bist du irgendwie bescheuert?
Was
ist das für eine Scheiße?
Was ist
das für eine Scheiße, Mann?
Ist das
Ich brauch Hühnchen mit Reis. Hühnchen mit Reis.
Aber doch nicht jeden Tag.
Natürlich jeden Tag. Ich bin am Trainieren. Ich muss meine Arme aufpumpen. Mein Bauch sinkt.
I know. This is from a German TV show. A German TV show. It's not a real TV show, it's a fake one. they like bring like different like episodes about like, oh my gosh, it's basically like YouTube story time. It's or like, oh, like ask Reddit, like, oh my gosh, my husband, all he does is want to train, and he asks me to cook for him every day. What should I do? You know, it's like those kind of the stories. And she brought him his food, and he was like, "Are you stupid?" And he slams the food out of her hand, and he's like, "I need chicken with rice, chicken with rice." And she's like, but not every day, right? And he's like, "Yes, every day. I'm training. I need to get my gains. I need to get gains on my arms. I need to get gains on my stomach. Chicken with rice." You know. ね、
Hast du einen Migrationshintergrund? Nein, ist einfach so eine weiße Wand, weil wir sind neu ausgezogen. Also, ach Mann, was hat denn mein Deutsch?
I know someone in her chat asked her like, "Oh, do you have like a migration background?" And she turns around, she's like, "No, my background is white actually." My background is white because like we just moved to this apartment. Yeah.
Ich habe Angst davor, dass ich durch Rassismus irgendwelche Nachteile erleiden muss.
Frauenfeindlichkeit und Gewalt.
Vor alten und neuen Vorurteilen und Rassismus.
Spinnen und Insekten, weil die krabbeln so eklig. Ich habe sogar eine Phobie, ich schwör's dir.
I know this is like a dramatic video segment. Like, what are you afraid of? And you know, like the first 3 people give like poetic answers, like, "Oh, I'm afraid of racism. I'm afraid of like hatred against women, and I'm afraid of stereotypes. You know, I'm afraid of being judged based on my demographics." And then the last guy's just like, "Oh, you know, I really think spiders are creepy. They're like, ew, you know. I mean, spiders are gross. Like, I think I've got a phobia." I know.
Winzer Fabio, Samstag gibt eine fette Party und ich bin dabei.
Ich bin's Patrick und ich bin auch dabei.
Und ich bin auch dabei.
The popular one of like, "Oh, hey, my name is this and I'm throwing a party and I'm gonna be there. I'm Patrick and I'll also be there. And I'm the Uwe and I'll also be there." Yeah. I know, ne?
Also dann, schönen Abend noch, ja?
Wünsche ich Ihnen auch.
Wohl schaffen, ne?
Weird guy. He was like, "Oh, nice evening to you." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, thank you. A nice working to you." I don't know why you said it that weirdly. I don't know why. I don't know why you said it like that. Maybe that's just how you talk. Maybe that's just how he talks.
Was erhoffen Sie sich in dieser Saison von Schalke?
Super. Echt super.
Wo glauben Sie, landen Sie denn? Auf welchem Platz?
Oh. Ja. Ist alles.
This meme went really viral as like, "Oh, schlauster Schalke fan." Schlauster Schalke fan. They ask him like in the interview of like, "Oh, like, you know," yeah, smartest Schalke fan. I know. They're like, "Oh yeah, like what do you think will happen?" Great. Yeah, great. "Oh, where do you think your team will land?" Everything. ありがとうね。Thank you ならけ。本当にありがとう。I'm poor, sorry. 大丈夫かな Thank you so much. Vielen Dank. まあ。あのね。But it's... it's, yeah, I don't know why he was incapable of answering those questions. Which place will your team land on? Everything.
Stand denn gegen was?
Gegen Merkel! Gegen Merkel!
Our former chancellor Angela Merkel, she was in office for a very long time. She was in office for like 16 years. Demo, arigato ne. Thank you, Setsuhin. I too am poor. Hontoni arigato. Thank you so much, ma. Ano. As long as you don't send a super sticker and ask for a refund like that kid did during my Minecraft stream, ma. Demo. SpyxFamily. I know, yeah, Merkel was in office for like 16 years. And she got really unpopular towards the end. Like, I mean, to be fair, like her popularity was average-ish. I know. Arigato ne. Thank you, Sex. Oops. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't ask for a refund. Do not ask for a refund. Ma. Nemo. Yeah, I mean, I guess compared to today's politicians, she was like average overall popularity. But like a lot of people did not like her, because she had some controversial positions on some policy areas. I know. No. Can I get a refund? I'm sorry, I cannot give you a refund. I cannot. Oh my gosh. Arigato ne. Thank you, happy 31 months. I'm just a poor schlub. Refund Doko. I'm sorry. Thanks for 31 months as a member and the smiles and laughs you've given us very gems and devils. Arigato. Also, arigato ne. Thank you, Mark. No refund. No refund. But yeah, the guy with the camera, he was like going to the protest and he was like, "What are you protesting?" And the guy was like, "Oh, we're protesting Merkel." And then the other guy was like, "We're protesting Merkel! Merkel!" Ja.
Willst du mal mit mir essen gehen? Nee, lieber nicht, du. Ich stehe nie auf Babybrei.
Willst du Deutschland?
It was like a video where he was like, "Oh, like here's this pretty girl, do like a pickup line," and then the baby not the baby, the child was like, "Hey, do you want to go eat dinner with me?" And the lady was like, "Oh no, I don't like baby food." I know. Arigato ne. Thank you, birthday. Happy 28 months. Oh, I accidentally bought a membership for 28 months. Oh, I need a refund. I'm sorry, I cannot give you one. Oh, arigato ne. Well, thank you, Setsuhin. How would a refund work with your taxes? Not well, I'd assume. I'm not sure. Demo. Oh, arigato ne. Mo. Thank you, Anima. Not poor, but aiming at it. Can this be refunded? I'm sorry. I don't think I can. Nemo, arigato. Also, thank you very much, Six.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats.
And rats? Oh my gosh, Jose got a membership. Let's go.
Crazy.
Let's go.
I was
crazy,
once.
They put me in a room.
A rubber room. A rubber room with rats.
And rats
make me crazy.
Arigato.
Crazy.
Thank you so much.
I was crazy once.
Muchas.
They put me in a room.
Gracias.
A rubber room.
I'm gonna lose everything. I need a refund. No, please.
Rats make me crazy.
I know, Hontoni, don't send super chats if you're gonna lose everything otherwise. So yeah, it's a counterproductive. Ma.
Grüßen? Grüß deine Klasse.
Hallo.
Sehr gut. Spielst du gerne Fortnite?
Nicht so ganz.
Was spielst du gerne so?
Memory.
Oh, Memory ist gut.
He's like, "Hi, do you wanna greet someone? Greet someone." And he's like, "Oh, hello." And he's like, "Oh, what do you like to play? Do you like Fortnite?" And he's like, "No, I don't like Fortnite." And he's like, "Oh, what do you like to play?" And he's like, Memory.
Leute, wir essen jetzt hier mit den Jungs einen schönen Kebab. Bei den Moslems sagt man Bismillah, ne? Afiat Olson. Halt mal dein Maul, du Bastard.
Yeah.
just want it. Arigato. Thank you, Mark. I've got €2 to my name. I know. I've got bad news in that regard. I've got bad news in that regard. arigato. Also, thank you, Raven Shade. Here's a €5 refund ID. Wait, refund for what? Refund for what? I don't think I bought anything. I don't. Also, thank you, Scapboy. They thought refund this on. No, that's not a thing. Caught me in my last $2. No, please don't send me. Please don't send me your last $2. I can't give refunds.
Wie?
Paar Chicks und so.
Paar Chicks?
Ja, Mann.
Paar Chicks klären hier in Hamburg oder
Na
was?
klar, du weißt Bescheid.
Hast schon was geklärt heute, oder?
Ja, eine.
Eine?
Ja, Mann.
Und dann heute Abend Pfeife oder was?
Ja, Bro, mal gucken, ne?
Mal gucken, ne?
Bisschen Fortnite, die Star.
He's like, oh, what are you doing here? And the kid is like, well, you know, I'm hitting on chicks. And he's like, oh, do you have any chicks yet? And he's like, yeah, I got one. He's like, oh, what are you doing later? And he's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna take her to play Fortnite. I'm gonna take her to play Fortnite. It's a refund for the Zatsudan stream turned German memes. To be fair, it was supposed to be a German meme stream. It was supposed to be, ma. Demo, ja.
Was ist das Erste, was du machst, wenn du rauskommst?
Das allererste, ich glaube, ich gebe mir einen schönen Kebab, so einen schönen Köftespieß, weißt du? So einen schönen Köftespieß. Kolbstraße, ein Köftespieß erstmal, mit gar keinen Reden auch und so. Aber gib mir einfach nur einen Köftespieß.
No. Arigato, ma, thank you, naraketo. Stop taking your money, you little devil. Gomenasai. Oh my gosh. I am sorry. I'm directly wiring it from your bank account into my bank account. Arigato. Also, thank you, 6. Here's my last $6 for the refund this on. I hate to break it to you, that was not $6. Arigato. Oh mein Gott. Was geht denn hier schon wieder ab? Arigato ne. Since when is refund is on a thing? Yabai. Arigato. Wow. I know, the meme I just showed, it was a guy in prison and they were like, oh, what are you gonna do when you get out? And he was like, boah, Köftespieß. It's like food. He's like, boah, Köftespieß. I know. He's like, boah, I'm gonna get food immediately. I'm not even gonna talk to anyone. I'm just food, just Köftespieß. I know. Arigato ne, thank you, Robert. The money isn't real, it's all in your mind. My tax advisor would like to disagree. Ja. Demone.
Woran hat's gelegen? Herr Ju, woran hat gelegen? Das ist natürlich immer so die Frage. Ich sag natürlich immer, woran hat gelegen? Da fragt man sich nachher natürlich immer, woran gelegen hat. Ich sag immer, woran gelegen hat, fragt sich immer. Woran hat es gelegen? Na gut, ich sag mal so, woran hat es gelegen? Da sagt man, nachher natürlich immer, fragt man sich, woran hat es gelegen?
I know, me when I need to fill space in a class presentation. I know, arigato ne. Thank you, Scap. Can't send anything if I'm broke. Cleaning bank. Wait, no. That is not how you're supposed to do it. Nemo, it's a post-soccer game interview. And the interview is like, yeah, so what happened there? And he's like, oh, well, what happened? You know, you're always asking yourself what happened. And I like to always ask myself what happened. And, you know, I like to say, well, what happened? You know, to know what happened, you have to ask yourself, what happened? Yeah. I don't know. Basically, that's the extent of it. It's like if you have a class presentation, and you need to like fill like 10 minutes, but you don't know what to talk about. So you're like, yeah, the First World War. In the First World War, yeah, people, experts like to say about the First World War. In the First World War, which was categorized by being the first war of the world, which was also a world war, which did you know that it was the First World War? You know, that kind of thing. Arigato ne. Thank you, Naraketo. She is manipulating my brain. Help. It's okay, I'm not. Oh. Am I going crazy? Wait, am I going crazy? I just heard someone whistle. Am I going crazy? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, or am I seriously just going insane? You did not hear that. Okay, just had to check behind me to make sure. Yeah, I think I'm just going crazy. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Nicht so tief, Rüdiger, nicht so tief! Nicht so tief, Rüdiger! Ja. Hey, keine Kapriolen, Rüdiger. Bitte, bitte, bitte! Gib mir die Fernbedienung. Gib mir das Steuer, bitte, komm! Rüdiger, bitte, Rüdiger, bitte! Vorsichtig, vorsichtig, nicht so tief, Rüdiger!
This time I learned from the last time I talked about this video. He was saying, oh, not that low, Rüdiger, not that low. Shut up! Shut up! No, it's low. L-O-W, low. Not that low, Rüdiger, not that low. I know. No loopings, Rüdiger, no loopings. Will she get right this time? I did. I learned from my humiliation last time. I learned. I did not break under the pressure. I bent myself until I adapted. Adapt, overcome. I learned. It's low. Arigato ne. Thank you, Setsune. Don't forget German memes. What about Viri memes? Yeah. If someone wants to make an ID meme compilation, ID will watch it. ID will do a reaction stream too. Yeah, but remember. No, you don't. Woogie, you do not remember what I said the last time I saw this clip. Woogie. Rüdiger will be the first clip. No. Say no more. Yakata. I'm looking forward to it. Mo. He's just got 2 bottles of water. I think one of them looks cleaner than the other, and he goes, delicious. Not so delicious.
Es geht, klick, klack, bang, bang. Welche Straße, wer will kämpfen? Schieb das aus Präsident. Mach uns auf jeden Fall Kunden, verbunden ist Donnerland unter die Brille. Berlin, was geht ab? Seid ihr gut drauf oder was?
That's just like me during my karaoke streams. This was like a rapper award show, a German rapper award show, and he goes like, yeah, click, clack, bang, bang. Yeah. Berlin, what's up? Are you having a good time? I don't know. Yeah. That's what happened there.
Alter, fuck. Ich hab noch ein Stück Salami im Backofen. Seht ihr, das Wetter macht mich so verreckt. Danke, Merkel. Du Arschloch.
he's walking in the wilderness, and he's like, wait, no, I left a piece of salami in my oven. Oh my god, this weather is making me crazy. Thank you, Merkel. I know, yeah, everyone likes to play Merkel. That's just the commonality about Germany. Because, you know, she was our chancellor for like 16 years. So Danke Merkel is just like a thing people say. It's just like, oh, Danke Merkel. Whenever anything goes wrong, it's like Danke Merkel. Yeah. Ah, yeah. It's kind of like Obama, ne?
Scheiße, der Bus ist da, ich muss laufen.
He just went, oh no, the bus is there, I gotta run. And then he ran weird.
Ich bin kein Türke, ich bin Deutscher, hallo? Welchen Türke wäre ich schwarz?
You know what? I don't think I should translate that one. I don't think I'm gonna translate that one.
Ja, hallo. Ich bin der coole Junge. Ich werde meinen Namen verändern, ja. Und ja, schreibt mal in den Kommentare, was für Namen ich noch haben könnte.
The kid holding the camera, he's like, yeah, what's up, guys? I'm the cool boy. And I'm gonna change my name. Yeah, guys, so put it in the comments what you think my new name should be. Yeah. It's a tragedy. He's changing his name from cool guy to a different name. Yeah. Jesus, oh yeah, Jesus, oh yeah, Jesus, du bist wunderbar. I know the lyrics, I know them, I do. It's just from a German TV program. It's called Bibel-TV. As you can tell, so it's a Christian TV network. And so for a while, it's kind of like the German equivalent of the you know, the Bible cha-cha slide. It's like, oh, on the devil let's stomp, on temptation let's stomp. You know, it's like that. But this is the German version, so the lyrics are just Jesus, oh, well, Jesus, oh, Jesus, you're wonderful. Yeah. Fun fact, I was on a Bible TV quiz show when I was 11. Oh my god. I did not know that they had quiz shows. Oh my gosh. We have an actual celebrity in our chat.
Kennt ihr diese kleine Kinder? Die sind richtig frech. Halt die Fresse, ich bin nicht frech.
The guy was like, oh, you know, like little kids, they're so annoying. And the little sibling is like, shut up, I'm not annoying.
Ich glaube, da unten sitzt doch der Robert. Warte mal. Robert!
Irgendwas höre ich doch hier.
No. This is from a TV show called Die Geissens. They're basically kind of like the German equivalent of the Kardashians, in the broadest sense. No. And my grandma gets like, she gets like so angry. She gets like so angry whenever she sees them on anything. She's like, ugh, blöde Geissens überall. Yeah, and so this part of the TV show, she was just like screaming that amount, like, oh, I think I see him somewhere down there. Robert! He's like, oh, I think I hear something. I know, and because of this, I remember, in my class, I had a kid named Robert, and so, like, for a while, when this clip became popular, everyone was like, Robert! I know, he was getting bullied relentlessly for it.
Ich dreh noch völlig durch. Kokain! Überall Kokain! Überall Kokain!
pretty self-explanatory. That guy, he just went, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy, Tsikali! Everywhere Tsikali! Oh my gosh, Tsikali! You know? I don't know what Lastkraftwagen is in English. Oh, they were like, oh yeah, what's your job? And he's like, truck driver, you know?
Hey, pass mal auf! Du Pisser! Habe ich mich erschreckt gerade.
He's like, hey, watch out! And then he throws the drink and he's like, haha. Oh, that guy, he scared me, haha.
Zwei Eis mit Karamell. Zwei Eis mit Karamell.
He just pronounced like 2 ice creams with caramel. He pronounced it weirdly.
Martha Walczak. Die Ghetto Queen hat keinen Schulabschluss, dafür aber ein Selbstbewusstsein wie ein Supermodel.
Wenn du mich siehst, sag Maschallah, einfach die Hübsche.
They're like, oh, she might not have an education, but she's got attitude. And she's like, oh, when they see me, they're like, oh my god, she's pretty. I don't know.
Etwas, eine Kleinigkeit, unterscheidet mich von euch. Ich kann gehen.
Oh my god, der Willi. From a German kids TV show, Viridevils Wissen, where they explain like stuff about the world to children. And he starts the episode by like going like, oh, something separates me from these children here. And then he stands up and he's like, I can walk, they can't. I know. Anthony, Willi will sie wissen lassen. Oh my gosh. Next up.
Aber charmant.
I'm not It's just like, oh, you're done for. And then makes that weird sound. This one is classic.
Ich weise diese Unterstellungen zurück. Unterstellungen sind ein journalistischer Trick. Diese dürften in der freiheitlich-demokratischen Grundordnung nicht vorkommen. Sie hätten mich anders befragen müssen. Jetzt frage ich mich, woher kommen Sie? Welche Institution sind Sie? Sind Sie ein privater Verein, der eine kleine Meinungsforschung zu einem Geschäft macht, um mich zum Anreiz zu bringen, etwas zu kaufen?
She goes like, oh, you know, now that it's the holiday time, do you have a girlfriend or like, you know, someone waiting for you at home? And he was like, well, actually, this was a leading question. You would have needed to ask me differently. This is not journalistic, so I can't help but ask myself, are you from like a little institute trying to get me to buy something here? I don't know. Wait, he died a few weeks ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. Es gibt eine Doku auf YouTube. Why did they made a documentary about him too? He could have just said no. I don't know. I think it's funny though. I think it's funny. I think he just wanted to be funny. I know. It's, you know, cause like one of the things that we learn in like university is like, oh, when you're making like a questionnaire or like an interview, the questions can't be leading. So, you know, like technically the question would have needed to be like, oh, like who lives at your household or something like that. Anone.
Sagen, eine meiner Lieblings-WhatsApp-Gruppen ist die WhatsApp-Gruppe Würstchen-Gulasch.
This is a German politician called Philipp Amthor. He's very viral for looking like a kid, basically. For looking like a kid, but acting and dressing like an old man. And he got interviewed, and he's like, yeah, my favorite WhatsApp group, it's called like sausage, was Gulasch? Was Gulasch auf Englisch? Gulasch. Gulasch, was ist Gulasch? Gulasch auf Englisch. Gulasch auf Englisch. Oh, goulash. Oh. He was like, yeah, my favorite WhatsApp group is called Sausage Goulash. でもね、oh my gosh, wait, we've been streaming for 2 hours again. やばいよ。Ideas to get up early tomorrow to drag her cousin to the city. でもねI just had a translation moment. I don't know, goulash sounds so German, even though it's not German. I can't believe it's called goulash in English. That's messed up. Nemo! Oh gosh, Adi will cut the stream short here. I still gotta work tomorrow. Adi will cut the stream short here because Mark Sunstone needs to work tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Adi steady. Papa. And now, Werbung in eigener Sache. Advertisement for something Adi is making. In case you realized, on the V-Dere Twitter account, which I also retweeted, there's like a little thing of like, oh, V-Dere Christmas activities. Like, oh, what's each V-Dere girl's favorite Christmas activity? Adi put it together, and Adi's the one posting it. So you better like it, okay? You better like it. Yeah. Adi's the one who made those posts, so yeah. You better like them, okay? Adi steady. Ba. Ciao. Usually do, yeah, it's true. It is true. Wait, the pictures speak, yeah, it's a series. Every girl is gonna get one post. Adi is the one who did the interview. Yeah. Adi steady. Ba. Ciao. But yeah, usually when you see something on the V-Dere Twitter or on the V-Dere website, usually it's Adi. Usually it's me. Bye bye.